All right, this video is pretty much addressing everyone, not just haves and have not fans, but pretty much everyone who has been checking in on me because I'm recording this on January the 20th. So if memory serves, it's exactly like what, 2 weeks ago when I had my breakdown in the middle of a live stream because of a whole girl crush thingy. But yeah, I've had a few people check in on me on the past few days because it's like, hey, glad to see the channels, doing well. You're doing your reviews, you're doing your videos, your Twitter, your Facebook page group, your Instagram. Everything seems to be going well. But I just wanted to check in and say, how are you? So to everyone who has actually checked in on me over the past couple weeks, I really do appreciate that. Just to kind of answer that question, and the title of this video is probably just going to be, how am I doing? I'm doing okay, to be completely honest here. I think that just following a trend, I mean, this happened like even in 2018, where whenever there was like a young lady I was either hanging out with or, attracted to, and for whatever reason it didn't work out, I noticed, a decline in my income, so to speak. I mean, like I was still doing videos and eBay and whatnot, but I know this sounds messed up because it's like, well, Jeremy, you can't isolate yourself from other people. But I've just noticed that when I am focused only on what I am doing, being my eBay store, my YouTube channel, other things I do around the apartment, like reading and stuff like that, I am doing very well. Like money is coming in, bills caught up. Not to say my bills aren't, ever caught up, but you know what I mean. I'm paying my bills. I'm putting money in savings. I'm getting rid of debt. But then whenever it's either a heartbreaking situation or a situation where I am, interested in someone, I just know my attention starts fading. Like I'm not focused as I usually am. So yeah, feelings can be a bitch and distracting. So I mean, honestly, I wish I didn't have them. But then you think, well, if you didn't have emotions, then you wouldn't be passionate about the haves and the have-nots. You would just be doing these videos in a monotone fashion. So yeah, that would kind of rob all of your fans. I know. I mean, I don't just want to say subscribers, but a lot of people have literally just said they have been fans of my videos for a while. So I appreciate that, and that'll be robbing you all of that. So yeah, it sucks sometimes, but you move on. And this year has been pretty decent so far. I mean, aside from that whole girl thing, everything else has been going well. I've been drinking a lot more water, and sleeping pattern still a bit irregular, but I think I'm doing good. Pants are fitting better on me, shirts are too, so I'm steadily losing weight. Like I said, I refuse to get on scales. I just measure my uh, health, if you will, or body mass, BMI or whatever, just by how snug or loose my clothes are. And I have to admit, I am happy to report, yeah, clothes are fitting a lot better now, so that's good. And I don't really stress eat or anything like that, so that's not really a problem. It's just, I'm here working, so I can pretty much eat whenever I want to. So just eliminating a lot of junk has really helped out. And the one positive thing about all this snow we've been getting on and off recently, even these huge rainstorms, is preventing me from going out and getting fast food and whatnot. So yeah, it's been pretty good. Especially just drinking more water. That's been a big plus. Social media, just reducing the number of times I'm on it per day. A bunch of people unfollowed and stuff like that, either because they just post nothing but negative stuff, or just ignorant stuff. And I think one big positive of the year, because we've almost completed the first month, is I'm really glad that I refrained from being that person to always start conversations. Like, I've seen some great memes about this. Like, for girls, it's like there are some guys in your inbox who are having conversations with themselves, or we live in a day and age where everybody has technology or a phone joint by the hip. If they aren't responding to your messages, they aren't interested. It's just things like that. Because really, one of the worst things about either rejection or somebody picking someone over you is that they really don't know and probably don't even care how you're feeling because you're hurt. And it's like you can pine and think about them for hours, days, weeks. But guess what? They aren't even giving you a second of thought, a second thought, or even 1 second of thought. Like, you barely even cross their radar if you ever do. So yeah, we're only a few weeks into the year, and I've really learned a lot just by taking my time to. I feel like one of the best things I did was, after that heartache just unplugging, like not going online, just unplugging from everything. That was a big help. So yeah, that really rejuvenated my batteries. And hey, the show is back on, channel's going strong. I'm glad to see a lot of recent videos have been getting a lot of views, a lot of thumbs up and comments, and the subscriber count is growing. We're getting about maybe 1,000 subscribers per week, which is great. I wish we could increase that though, because I remember there was a time late last year where we were getting like 1,000 subscribers every 3 to 4 days. So I really hope that number continues to increase. But aside from that, really just doing me. I guess it's the best way to put it, really putting more time, quiet time, reading the Bible and stuff like that, writing in my journal. That's really been a help for me as well, because that's one thing, being a Liberty student / employee for so long, is I felt Bibled out where, yeah, I know what I should be doing, like, reading the Bible regularly. But, when you have so many degrees in the Bible, sometimes you need a break, but then you need to remember, like, look, this is how you got started. This is your foundation. Like, yeah, you might have built a strong foundation and, put a fancy house and everything on it because of that foundation. But if you don't take care of that foundation, it's going to end up cracking. So everything you've worked for is eventually going to crumble apart and fall along with it. So yeah, getting back into the word more has really been a help for me, and comforting too. And it's just one of those things where you grow up in Sunday school and whatnot and in church, and you know what you should be doing, but sometimes it's like, you get to the point where you think you don't need to do it. Well, I know all this stuff, but no. It's those moments where you feel like you've hit rock bottom, where it's like God telling you, look, slow down. It's great that you're doing everything well, channel's going well, you're making money, all this good stuff, but don't forget to take care of yourself spiritually as well as physically. And that's been a big help for me, just finding a balance between work, spirit, and rest. Like, yes, I wish I was more proactive with going out with people, not dates and whatnot, but just hanging out with people. But that's just who I am. I'm an introvert, so it's what it is. And if I hang out with people, I hang out with people. Like, remember, I was going to the Dragon Ball Super movie, the Broly film, in theaters last week with a group of people, but it randomly started snowing, so obviously that canceled those plans. But yeah, no girls in my life, obviously, because I don't really bounce back that quick. I brood a lot like Batman, but I'm not really pining over that girl. So, the moment I think a couple of days after I unfriended her, I was like, maybe that wasn't something I should have done right off the bat. But I did go to Messenger, not to message her, but I pulled up our old conversation. I noticed, like, yeah, looking back through December, I did notice like a sharp decline in her responses, where I would be the one talking and she really wouldn't say anything. So there were probably signs I didn't really notice at the time or didn't care about. So her picking someone else is whatever. It's like, choose me or lose me. That's my attitude. And it sucks if I'm the one that's not chosen, but just got to keep on moving. But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. Still pushing for the next milestone. Like, my attitude now, because people were telling me, people in my life are like, yo man, it sucks, but get on these online dating sites and all. Not my thing. And why don't you go out, hang out with people, maybe you'll find someone. And I say, you know what, this latest experience taught me, look, let me just focus on what I'm doing. 100,000 subscribers, whatever happens after that happens. Maybe after I hit that milestone, I might try to be more social, but that's really where I'm at right now. That big milestone is 100,000, and then we'll just have to wait and see what happens at that point. I'm not going to lie. I think for the past couple of years, I've been thinking to myself, if I'm still single by the time I'm like 33 or 35, then whatever, I'll just be alone until I die. Like, I don't mean to sound cryptic when I say that, but it's gotten to the point where if I am not either in a relationship or married, then I'm just going to say screw it. I'll just be single for the rest of my life and deal with it. It's whatever. It's like, I feel at that point, those are some of the best years of my life gone, and I'm already, have almost at 40 at that point. So what's the freaking point, So I'll just be single and just live with it. So that's pretty much it. Not to speak that into existence. That's pretty much where I'm at emotionally and mentally. So I know other people are like, well, maybe you haven't found that right person, or maybe they won't come into your life until you're that age. Well, until I get to that point, I'm sticking to my guns here. So, and guys, like, don't worry. Like, I'm serious, but then I'm not serious. But yeah, I'm pretty much serious. So in any case, I'm doing okay. Just focusing on what I'm doing. And I really think that's showing in my work. Like, I've noticed at least in my mind, when I've been doing these latest videos, just a increase in quality. I feel like I'm really trying to not just get subscribers, but increase the amount of likes on these videos and the views, and it's been showing. So with that being said, how am I doing? I'm alright. That's the best way to put it. So thanks so much for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. Help me hit that 100,000, and I'll talk to you soon. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, as well as leaving your thoughts in the comment section below so we can keep the conversation going. On the left hand side of the screen, you should see a picture of Jeffrey Harrington. You can click on him in order to subscribe, but also hit the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content. Also, you should see some videos appearing on the screen as well that I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy if you enjoyed the one you just saw. But also, be sure to follow me on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all my social media will be in the description below. And in order to help this channel hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to need your help. So make sure to share this video as well as the channel around with all of your friends on your own social media. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in the next video.